Throughout history, humanity has always assumed that life, as we know it, was permanent. We believed that flesh, blood, and biology were unshakable constants. But now, new forces are challenging that assumption. For the first time in history, technology is evolving faster than our bodies can keep up. It makes us wonder, could we actually be the last biological generation? This question is not science fiction. It is a real dilemma facing us today. Evolution has always been slow and patient. It took billions of years for simple organisms to become complex beings like us. But with new technologies, we could bypass natural evolution entirely. One generation could be enough to redesign the human form. Instead of waiting for nature to adapt, we might simply edit our genes or merge with machines. If that happens, biological humans might quickly become obsolete. And once the process begins, there may be no turning back. Each new upgrade, making the previous version of humanity look outdated. In a world where evolution is written in code, survival may no longer depend on nature, but on access to technology. The real question is, will we guide this transformation, or will it reshape us in ways we cannot control? Evolution has always been slow and patient. It took billions of years for simple organisms to become complex beings like us. But with new technologies, we could bypass natural evolution entirely. One generation could be enough to redesign the human form. Instead of waiting for nature to adapt, we might simply edit our genes or merge with machines. If that happens, biological humans might quickly become obsolete. What once took millennia could now happen in just a single lifetime. Children could be born already enhanced, while their parents remain entirely biological. This sudden leap could create not only a new kind of humanity, but also an irreversible divide between the old and the new. For centuries, humans dreamed of immortality, but it was always a fantasy, a legend, a myth. Now, technology is offering us a new kind of eternal life, not in flesh, but in code, brain uploading, artificial consciousness, and synthetic bodies are no longer just science fiction ideas. They are research projects with billions of dollars invested. If successful, death might no longer define human life. Biology would. Yet immortality may come at a price. A life no longer bound to the rhythms of nature, but to the algorithms of machines. What would it mean to live forever, without a heartbeat, without breath, without the fragile beauty of aging? We may conquer death, but in doing so, we could also lose the very essence of what it means to be alive. But if we become machines, what happens to our humanity? Will emotions survive when we are just data on a server? Love, art, joy, sorrow. Could these truly be simulated? Or would they fade into cold calculations? Many fear that the essence of being human is tied to our biology. Without it, we may gain immortality, but lose our soul. And if machines can mimic every feeling, how will we know whether those emotions are real or just clever illusions of code? A painting created by an algorithm may look beautiful, but does it carry the same weight as one born from a human struggle? Perhaps the greatest risk is not that we stop feeling, but that we stop remembering what feelings truly are. Even if these technologies become possible, who will have access to them? Will they belong only to the rich and powerful? If immortality can be bought, then inequality could reach levels never seen before. The poor would remain mortal, while the elite could live forever. This divide could fracture society in ways we can barely imagine. The future may be shaped not by what is possible, but by who controls it. Imagine entire dynasties of enhanced beings ruling for centuries, while ordinary humans struggle just to survive. Power could become locked in the hands of a few, not because of wealth alone, but because of literal immortality. In such a world, freedom and democracy might vanish, replaced by an eternal hierarchy where biology itself becomes a class system. Not everyone will accept this transformation. Many people believe that being human means staying human. Movements could rise to resist digital or synthetic life. They may see biology as sacred, something that should never be replaced. To them, technology threatens not progress but extinction. The fight for the future may become a fight for the soul of humanity itself. Protests, communities, and even entire nations might choose to reject enhancements, holding on to the natural human form. These groups could become sanctuaries of tradition, preserving what they see as authentic life. Yet their resistance might also put them in conflict with a rapidly advancing world, forcing humanity to confront a fundamental question: evolve or remain unchanged. Others believe the solution is not to reject or embrace technology completely, but to merge with it. Hybrid humans could be part biological, part digital. Our minds might remain human while our bodies gain new capabilities. We could extend our senses, strengthen our memory, and live longer. This vision sees humanity not as replaced, but as upgraded. The future human may not be biological or artificial, but something in between. Imagine a world where blindness could be cured by artificial eyes, or where memory loss is prevented by implanted processors. These hybrids could explore environments impossible for ordinary humans, from deep oceans to distant planets. In such a reality, humanity's story would not end, but rather enter its most extraordinary chapter. So here we are, facing the ultimate question: could our generation be the last to be born entirely of flesh and blood? If so, we may be remembered as the final chapter of natural evolution, or perhaps as the bridge between two worlds, biology and technology. Either way, what we choose now will echo for centuries. Our future is not distant. It is unfolding in our lifetime. Each breakthrough, each ethical debate, each law or discovery is shaping the path ahead. The story of humanity is no longer just written by nature, but by our own hands. And whether history calls us the last of the old or the first of the new will depend on the decisions we dare to make today. Will this be the end of humanity or the dawn of something greater? It depends on how we use the tools we create. Technology is neither good nor evil. It reflects the choices we make. We could use it to heal, to extend life, and to connect people. Or we could use it to divide, to control, and to destroy what makes us human. Hope and doom both lie in our hands. Every invention is a mirror, showing us not just what is possible, but who we are when we wield it. The same code that powers an artificial heart could also design a weapon. The same networks that connect us globally could be twisted into systems of surveillance and control. The future is not a destiny written in stone. It is a decision written by us, moment by moment. We are the first generation to ask this question. But will we also be the last of our kind? The answer is not written in biology. It is written in our decisions. Every invention, every breakthrough, every choice matters. The story of humanity is not finished. The next chapter is ours to write, and it begins today. The power to shape the destiny of our species lies not in distant centuries, but in the present moment. What we choose to create or to restrain will echo through generations yet unborn. We stand at the threshold of a future where humanity could either vanish into obsolescence or evolve into something entirely new. And the pen that writes this story is already in our hands. So what do you think? Will we be the last biological generation? or the first of something entirely new? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading every single one. And if you enjoyed this video, please help me reach my first 1,000 subscribers by hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the bell so you never miss the next big question. Together, let's explore the future, one dilemma at a time.